guys, welcome to episode 26 of our Swavey podcast. My name is Marlena.
What's up, guys? It's Jeezz.
And today we're here with Shamara, and we are here at her bakery. And I mean, as you guys can see, and as he's already eating, like, look at these cupcakes. So we're gonna chop it up with her about how she, started her business, what motivated her to do that, what drives her to keep going, and where she sees, this heading in the future. So we just had episode 25 about a month ago with David Corey. As you know, this month is Breast Cancer Awareness Month in October, so we are debuting our Breast Cancer Awareness hoodies, and remember, 30% of the proceeds are going towards breast cancer, the American Breast Cancer Foundation. So we will post that along with you guys when we, make our final donation and everything. So episode 26, let's go.
I made my stuff not look so pretty no more. It's not pretty no more.
So as we said, we're here with Shamara and we're in your bakery. So I know we spoke off camera, cooking's not really your thing, but with baking, how did you come to that? What was your drive for that, and what led you from there to this right here?
I started baking. So what caught my eye, I guess, with baking was Cake Boss TV shows.
Yes.
So he'd make pretty cool cakes, and he'd make really cool cakes. So my brother would buy me little piping bags and things like that. So I would get giant eagle cakes, unfrosted cakes, and I would frost them. Well, get the cake unfrosted and their icing unfrosted, and frost cakes. It got expensive, so then I made my first buttercream. I'm probably 13, so I made buttercream.
You ever have one of them little, when the kids have a little fake bakery set up?
The Easy Bake Oven. I've got an Easy Bake Oven for every Christmas, but I never use my Easy Bake Oven. Ever. They just set.
Yeah.
So after John Eagles, I would start making just little things, and I would sell cookies to my neighbors, or a $200 cake. I'd sell it for $25.
Yeah. Just to
get my neighbors. Yeah.
Kind of a deal.
Right. I feel that's how we always are when we're first starting business, though.
Because you want people to support your brand and come back again and stuff like that.
Right.
It's unfortunate because I feel that's the stigma. You have to lowball yourself.
Yeah.
Just in
we've
order
done
to
it.
get your name
We're
out
still
there.
doing it.
Yeah, sometimes.
Right. Yeah. And then after that, I'm trying to think of the timeline. I haven't thought back this far. I think I just stayed liking baking until high school. In high school, I made my first fondant cake, which is do you know what fondant is? Okay, so I made my first fondant cake. It wasn't that beautiful.
I don't know what that is.
Fondant is marshmallow icing.
Oh, okay.
I should.
It's thicker.
Yeah, you can roll it out, drape it over cakes. It gives a cleaner look, although it wasn't that clean. In high school, I interned at Grandview Bakery. I didn't get to bake much, but I knew that's what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
So I went to Johnson & Wales for college. There they teach you an overview of everything. So I learned breads, patisseries, ice cream, chocolate, you name it, I learned it. But it's not enough to it's not enough to start, really.
Yeah.
Because you only get 2 9-day courses.
Okay.
So
they just jam-pack everything in these little courses.
Right.
So, dang, okay.
So if you want to pursue ice cream, you have to do it basically on your own time, too, because you only get a class that's 9 days.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So then after that, after college, I couldn't get a job in anyone's bakery, not even Johnny would hire me.
Because they wanted the experience.
What'd you say?
Because they wanted the experience?
I had the experience. I had a culinary degree.
Oh yeah, cause I been feeling like it, cause like even like with the, I feel like cause even after college, like you been saying like you would just get raised in that field, but like, I just went through all the school, I got the experience.
Right.
But you ain't had a job. You know?
Right. So I feel like baking is a little bit different because Johnny O bakers don't have any schooling at all. They just hire them, most of them.
Yeah.
So I couldn't get a job. So I ended up working at a kitchen downtown and did custom cakes on the side. So again, I still was charging like $80 for a 2-tiered cake, super cheap.
Yeah.
Nice work, but super cheap.
Yeah. Especially 2-tier.
Yeah.
Especially 2-tier. Yeah.
So when I moved out, I was working at a call center. I needed more money, so I went to a call center, and then I just baked on the weekends, like every weekend, sometimes 10, 12 cakes a weekend. I raised the price maybe like $150 for a 2-tier, but still super low.
Yeah.
I think someone like I don't want to say called the health department, but told someone I was selling cakes out my house.
Oh,
yeah.
That's
So now at this point, I'm like, I'm too legit not to be legit.
Right.
So I just start saving all my money. I was looking for grants, couldn't find any grants. So I just saved, and I opened this place up with about $10,000, I'd say, like initially. And then as I made profit, I bought everything else I needed. So refrigerators and bigger mixers and everything like that. I bought it.
So you just jumped on in after that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I'm like, I'm just too legit. Like, I know what I'm doing. I have the product. I just...
Now you need the spot.
Yeah. Right.
All you need is the location.
Yeah.
And everything else can just kind of like...
That's where I'm at now.
Slowly build up.
Yeah.
So, when you bought this place, what more did, because I know you said like once you bought it and like as you made profits, you just got the other stuff that you needed. How long did that take for you? Like, because I'm assuming now like you have everything that you need to like do what you need to do.
Right.
So like how long did that take to get, you know, what you didn't have, or like, you know, better equipment, stuff like that? How long did that take from when you got this place?
I could go back and look. I don't really know
that's okay.
off the top of my head. It really didn't take me too long because I bought everything in increments. Like
Gotcha.
this week, I might buy a stand. Next week, okay, I'm gonna buy the table.
Yeah.
The week after that, okay, I have enough. I'm gonna get the mixer.
Right. Yeah. Do you get a lot of like when you first opened? How was business like?
It was great.
Yeah.
Honestly.
That's the thing, yo, like when you, I be saying this all the
That's the
time. I be
best
talking to
feeling.
Jane. I like running like a clothing business and like food business is different because like this food is almost like essential.
Yeah.
And they can't like. You don't always need to go grab some gloves, but like food, like the moment you see it, you're hungry, you're gonna eat it. It doesn't matter where it pops up, and then you when you blind and somebody sees it, they gonna remember where that food is at, or if they get hungry enough.
Yeah. So I have had I've had a big client base from my house because I've been making cakes for years. So my house client base, and then the neighborhood over here are really supportive, so they come and tell everyone. Word of mouth is definitely
That's fantastic.
a good thing. Yeah, like people will work in Washington but take cupcakes to their coworkers. So now their coworkers are coming down.
You see, the one lady, she was trying to get in here early.
Yeah.
You know, ain't that early, but she was trying to get in here.
Or I'm closed today, so
she just saw the lights on and just figured
I'm gonna stop in.
Yeah.
So Mondays I'm closed. Well, for a while I was working 6 days a week, but it was really 7 days a week because I was using Mondays as a prep day. So I was still here.
Yeah.
But I decided to close on Sundays. But every Monday, Sunday, like there's people trying to get in here still.
That's crazy.
So I was at like a feeling of like Because now you get to fully just do what you want to do. You know, like you're not having to go clock in for nobody else. You're
Right.
just getting to clock in for yourself. Like,
Yeah.
how's that transition?
So I quit my job the April before, like last
21.
April. Yeah, 21. So I quit my job, so I haven't worked since April of 21.
That's dope, though.
Yeah.
That's dope. Like, that's really
That
dope.
was really a struggle period because I quit my job, so I didn't have a steady income. I was just trying to take orders, and I had way more bills than I could afford at that time
Right.
because I wasn't getting a constant, paycheck.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, what was the question?
The
How is it?
transition.
Yeah.
How's that transition?
It's a lot. I feel like it's much more being in like a shop and not clocking in for someone else because I make all the decisions. If I'm having a down day, like I control the mood of the place. So if I'm working slow, I feel like everyone's
Everybody's
slow.
gonna be like, oh, she works slow. Must be a kick it day.
Right, yeah.
It's a kick
Or,
day.
you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's hard. It kind of takes away from me loving bacon just because I'm doing so many other things. I'm making
Yeah.
sure everything is right. And
Yeah. Well, and because you own it, so like when you have employees, so now you're like you can't enjoy baking as freely as you would
Right.
because it's just you. Like
Uh-huh.
now you have to like micromanage you know,
Yeah.
other people and just like make sure the products are coming out, how they're supposed
Right.
to. Yeah, I understand that.
Mhm.
Yeah. So where do you see or before I get into that, you do cakes, custom cakes, you do cupcakes, you do cookies, you
I don't do donut.
Yeah, that's correct.
No.
do cheesecake,
Yes.
you do pudding.
Uh-huh.
What else did I miss? Or is that just it?
Custom cakes I do when I have the time.
Custom
You
cakes.
like
Yes.
cakes?
Yes. When I
So I love sweets. Like everything about sweets. I like my teeth will probably fall out here in a couple of years because
Yeah, she's always.
like I love my candy and like my
Ice cream.
gummies and
Yeah.
I love ice cream and Dairy Queen's right down the street, so that's perfect. But like I just love everything about sweets. Like I just want to eat all of this. I don't know where to start. Do you have like a sweet tooth too, or
So, I have a sweet tooth for certain things.
yeah, it's probably controlled because you're in this environment though.
I try to control it just
Yeah.
because I hear like so many stories about the customers, like they have diabetes and like there's a lot that goes
Yeah.
on with that. So it kind of scares me a little bit.
Yeah.
So I try not to eat
Yeah,
it all the time.
right.
Yeah.
That's probably really hard. I don't think I don't.
Like sitting around. And,
Yeah, I don't know if I'd be able to. I mean, I could, but like, I don't know if I'd be able to like work in an environment like
Right.
this all the time.
Yeah.
Because I'll go to buy, like I said, like I like directions. Like I'll go and like I'll make cupcakes or whatever. But like I love when I'm done using the batter and I can eat the remainder of it.
Yeah.
Like, I did that as a kid and I just love it.
Right.
Like I don't like putting frosting on cupcakes. I find it really challenging. But like I like it, and I'll just like sit it there, and like when he eats it or if anybody else eats it, like it makes me happy because like, now
Yeah.
I don't have to physically like make sure they're all gone so that they're not getting wasted. Like, now someone else can eat them, so I don't have to like make sure I'm not just I didn't just
Right.
waste all my time making them.
Yeah.
Now that someone else is eating them.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
funny. I just honestly did that or this past week. I had brownie samples and I was like hoping the customers came because every time I walked by I felt like I had to take a brownie.
Yeah, take
Although I
one.
know what the brownies taste like.
Right. Did they do well, the samples?
Yeah. I feel like everything does well.
Yeah.
It just depends on what you want or
Yeah.
if people want that for the day.
Yeah. So you don't do brownies though?
I do.
Oh, okay.
I do. I might not have them every day
Right.
for like if I have cupcake, cheesecakes, pudding, but I had brownies this past week. They were like loaded with Halloween M&Ms and Oreos and
it's toxic.
pretzels and Kit Kats.
See, sometimes the chocolate's just too much.
Yeah.
It's like too sweet. I don't know why, but it's like only with chocolate flavored stuff.
Yeah.
Do I feel like that? But like cupcakes and stuff is different.
I don't know if you've had good chocolate.
Maybe not. But you know, like when you go to a restaurant and like, you know, the desserts and stuff, like a triple layer chocolate cake, like a couple bites of that, and I'm like, all right, my my cheeks are starting to get a little like numb because it's just so sweet.
That's how it was last night. Last night we was at this Halloween party. There was buckets of candy and all types of shit. Trying to say we couldn't touch any of it. But kind of find out we could, and everybody else was eating it.
Was like a
decoration.
Well, no, it was like a TikTok trend of like bringing in like you bring in snacks and food that's red and like colors of the rainbow.
Yeah.
But they had it was at a hair salon because that's where the owners they own, and so like it was all on the stations, but like I just thought it was like.
Yeah, turning around, everybody was eating it.
Yeah, because they had drinks and food, like they had like cookies and stuff.
Yeah.
But, like he saw these like, you know, red hot Cheetos, and I'm like, no, you can't eat that. And I'm like, no, like they brought these in, and then we come to find out later from the owner, and she's like, no, yeah, you guys can help yourself. And like the Cheetos were already like half empty by the time we came back around. And he was so mad, and I'm like, I'm sorry, I didn't know.
Like, worms and candy.
Yeah, so he went to like every station that we saw.
Like a kid on trick or treating.
Yeah, like, and I'm just like, oh my god.
I think it's part of like the thing in your brain like that craves the sugar. Like once you.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Like, because I went to see this guy that he just like cut out sugar completely. He was going through like withdrawal and stuff like that. So once you get one bite, it's just like, where can I get the rest of it?
I'm pretty sure that's the whole reason for
sugar.
Yeah,
it's
really like a drug, and I literally will go through that. Like if I eat too much sugar, I'll try to cut myself off for next week. But I have a headache now, or literally it's like I need sugar. Like anything, just I need something. Like a piece of candy, something.
See, I don't feel like I get like that. I go through my cravings of like, okay, I really want ice cream, but like once I get ice cream, I'm good. Yeah. For a little while. But like, there are the times where I like overindulge.
I'll eat a whole cart.
And then I feel like I overindulge. Or like, if we're like in the Oakland area, like I'll go to Cold Stone or Robinson, because that's the only two places that have Cold Stones. And I'll get like a thing of ice cream. You know, it's cake batter with cookie dough pieces and rainbow sprinkles, and I'll go home to eat it, but then after a while, if I don't eat the whole thing, I'm like, all right, like I shouldn't have ate all that. Yeah. Like now I feel sick. It's the point where like, okay, once I feel sick, like, all right, I'm cool off you for a little while. Right. Like I don't need you. Yeah. But then like when I go to the gym, I'm just like, all right, like this is because you ate all that crap that you ate. Right. And like now this is payback. Like I need to work harder, but it's hard to control that. Like I need sweets. I need some type of
for sure.
Yeah.
I think it's more so when it's like a repetitive thing. Yeah. I think it's like if you eat the ice cream 5 days a week and then you try to stop eating your ice cream, that's when your body is like craving the sugar.
I only go through like last night was like a once in like 2 weeks, 3 weeks things like, you know, like I'll eat because if I do, like I had the cookie dough ice cream and I ate every piece of cookie dough out of it.
The night before you just literally.
But that was the one time. That was like I was saying. No, I started eating all the cookie. The way I do it is I take the carton, but I only eat the good parts in the ice cream and I leave all the other stuff. And unless I get real hungry and I eat it all. But
yeah, ice cream it's like a hit or miss. Like there's some flavors that I really like, but then. Like I don't need it all the time. Yeah. It's like when I want something sweet or if like I'm in a bad mood or like having a bad day, like ice cream's like my go-to. Right. But yet when we go out, I like to bring like my wristlet or whatever and I have to put snacks in there so I can eat them when I'm out. So like, you know, we had like a box of Gushers in the house at one point. And I just put a couple of Gushers in there. And so that way when I'm out and I get like that urge that I need to eat something, I got it right there. I do that all the time. Like I'm the only person I know that brings snacks out with me. Yeah. When I go out because I just want to eat.
I mean, it saves you from spending money But
Yeah,
that is
but it's still
funny
not
that
the
you get
same
the
though.
craving.
Like,
right,
yeah,
yeah.
like I need to eat something, or like, but then I'm like, okay, like I want real food. Like last night when we were eating, you know, all the snacks, I was like, yeah, but like real food sounds really good right now. Like all these snacks are just like not compensating enough for,
Right.
for what I really want.
So when you how was it when you was going through to get like your LLC and everything for this business?
So the LLC process was simple. Just I did it online. I've had the LLC like 2 or 3 years now. So the LLC was simple.
You're in a different type of industry where you are more consistent. You know what I mean? Like you have that clientele because this is it's a what's the word? It's
Like
it's
a
a niche.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Now, do you like? Because we were saying off cameras, like when different holidays come around, like do you do like holiday specific flavored
Like Valentine's
desserts?
Day stuff?
Valentine's Day was like huge with chocolate covered strawberries
Oh my
and
gosh,
everyone
yeah.
wanting something.
Yeah.
So this will be my first like Thanksgiving, Christmas.
Oh, nice.
I haven't completely decided on exactly what I want to do. Probably just larger of everything. So
We gonna
large
end you
pans
up,
of
like,
banana
I already
pudding.
know
Well,
I'm
I was
gonna
gonna
be
say
eating.
banana pudding, really.
Yes, I used
I
to
love
have
banana
it, but
My
pudding.
mom loves banana pudding.
Yeah, banana pudding is fire. That's probably like my favorite.
Yeah,
type
I'm gonna
of-
have to text
and cheesecake.
you.
And eggnog.
I was just gonna say because he loves eggnog.
Yeah.
Do you do like?
I haven't
You
done
haven't
one
yet,
yet.
yeah.
But I'm thinking like maybe even an eggnog cheesecake.
That would be crazy.
Let us know. I'll buy it for him because
Yeah,
he
that-
loves eggnog. I
That
don't
would
like
be
eggnog, but
crazy. Yeah, you're gonna be getting all of them now.
yeah. Did you do anything like pumpkin specific?
So
I don't personally.
there's
like
pumpkin pie, the pumpkin cheesecake. I did a pumpkin spice cupcake that has cream cheese, like a pumpkin spice cream cheese icing.
Did that do well?
It did.
I figured everyone loves pumpkin.
It did. It stopped selling for a while, so I'm like, are people tired of pumpkin? Then
Yeah.
I did a pumpkin pie this weekend, or this week, and that one sold really well.
Really?
Yeah, I haven't
So-
done sweet potato yet, but
I
that
was
would
just-
be.
Listen, because my grandma makes me a sweet potato pie every year.
Yeah.
With the marshmallows and stuff, just for myself to take home when I come back to Pittsburgh.
Yeah, she just ate it all.
After you ate majority of
I ate
it,
one piece.
now you're lying. But anyway, a sweet potato, like, I wonder what you could do. Well, you would just do like a pie.
I'd probably do like the same variation, but in sweet potato. So like the sweet potato.
Look at who it is. We got answers
Pie.
on
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
the guy is.
This is the one friend that likes the cupcakes that I made. He asked me to make him some. I just haven't been to like turn your Wi-Fi off. Turn your
Alright.
Wi-Fi off.
Alright, then I'm just going back.
But like I haven't been to the store to like get the cupcakes yet.
Yo, what up, bro?
Hey Pluto.
Hey, look what we got.
Oh my God, who made them?
She did.
You want to get married?
I do want to get married.
Tony, look, I got my own 6 just for me.
You know you got a show. You know.
What? Here, I'll bring you back one. What flavor you want?
Yo,
I'll bring you back
I'm
one.
gonna call you after the podcast. Alright.
You gonna bring him a cupcake?
Yeah.
You can take him 6.
Oh yeah, he was losing
He's
his
gonna,
mind.
yeah, he will
He'll lose
literally
his mind
die.
over there.
Yeah, literally. But I love that though. I appreciate like someone that's on my sweets level. Like when I tell him like
Yeah.
let's go get a milkshake or like
Right.
let's go get ice cream, he's always so like against it. 'Cause,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
he doesn't want to. Like I'm trying to watch,
It's like,
you know,
yeah,
what I'm eating or
I can't
whatever. I'm
wait.
just like. Okay, I didn't say you had to get one with me.
Right.
I said let's just go.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
You don't have to get anything. This is
That's
just for
funny
me.
because sometimes the guys are like that, so you'll see them at the bakery case and they're so excited, and the girl is just looking at them like, I don't care. Or sometimes the girl is like super excited.
Yeah.
See, I like it. I can't, man. Like when I eat sweets, I just gain weight. It just I don't know what it is, and then but I love it. But I just try not to do it because I be trying to work out heavy, and then soon as I eat one cupcake, go right to my stomach.
Well, we went to Crumble Cookie for the first time when we were out in Roseville, and I was so excited. Like, he wanted to like eat them on the way back to the house, and I'm like, no, like wait till we get there, like, because I wanted to like do like a little video of like us testing them or whatever, and they were good, but like they were good, you know. I don't know, they were alright.
They were good.
They were.
Good. I don't even like eating cookies like that, but it was good.
They were. They had
It was just almost as good as the other one.
The last crumb.
Yeah, they were big. They were nice and warm. They had
Well, that's the thing. Like they were warmer. But like the last crumb, they're not like warm cookies because they ship them.
Right.
So like it's
I'm
not the
big
same.
on like I'm a critique. If I don't like something, like anytime I go out and eat with my friends, majority of the time I don't like it because I always pick the wrong stuff. But like so if I don't like it, I like it. But if I like it, I love it.
Right.
I don't know what it is. Like he orders the wrong stuff. It's almost clockwork when we go, whether to like for ice cream or like food or whatever. He doesn't order the right thing. At all. Like I don't know what it is, but like because he's just never satisfied.
But sometimes I get something I just love, you know, like so like if I don't like it, I'll be blunt. I'll tell the waitress, I'll tell everybody like I don't like it.
I'm just like it happens a lot. I'm just like, oh, here we go.
So right, you don't have like a thing like you maybe should just order chicken tenders and fries.
Yeah, because they can't go wrong with that.
Right, but like that's how I used to be. But for him, it all depends on like what he's in the mood for. So if he's not eating like red meat, like that's gonna deter what he orders. Like if he's in like a seafood mood, like
people that are not really close, like let's just say like my dog James, like anything you meat, I always loved it.
Oh yeah.
Like sometimes you go to certain places and like I've never had any food, so I like let's just say like if you had a Philly cheesesteak, not everybody can make the cheesesteak how I want it. How I want it done, you know. Like, how I want it messy. I want it falling out of the bun. I want all the extra cheese. I want it nasty. Whatever, but like sometimes I go there that it just don't look how it's supposed to be. It just.
But then some people don't want it messy, so I guess you have to find a place that makes.
Yeah, we even went to Philly earlier this year in May, and we went to because I've never had a Philly cheesesteak before.
We meant to get one, but we didn't.
We did.
Did we get you good?
That night we went out.
Oh wait, did it end up being good?
I think you liked it, but it wasn't like what you were expecting. You never been there. It wasn't like a place
it was one in the basement.
Before. Yeah, the one in the basement.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
That was fire.
But I thought it was good. I mean, I'm particular. Like I don't really like pepper.
It's like pizza. Like you gotta get your pizza right. Like
yeah, that's if you mess up pizza.
But I guess it is easier to mess it up than not.
I need my. I don't know.
Because you have the dough, you have the sauce, and then even the cheese.
The crust.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you really have to be particular about pizza. And I love pizza.
Right.
I like all food, really. Like, I'm starting to open my horizons. But like I said before, like, I don't like to cook. I like that you guys,
I'm not really a big donut person. I like baked goods, but donuts is not like really my...
Every once in a while, a good Krispy Kreme. See, Erie has a Krispy Kreme.
Oh, I don't like.
You do. Yeah,
I don't like Krispy Kreme. I like Dunkin'.
So you like making muffins better or cookies?
Cupcakes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Calls them muffins.
Oh yeah. So what do you say like has been your biggest struggle since just like starting a business in general?
I feel like my biggest struggle would be probably employees.
What is that?
Employees.
Oh, employees.
Yes.
Okay. And just finding somebody, just because you gotta go through people that I even say that even with friends, you gotta go through, until you get like, what's the word I'm looking for?
Wow.
Like like, cause you're gonna give employees that's just there, and then you got employees that are actually passing it and actually gonna stay up to your standards, and actually are gonna be a good employee. But
did you eat this one?
Yes.
Yeah, I did. It was good. But majority of employees are gonna be, they're gonna half-ass it.
Right.
Unless you find, or especially if you try to find, even friends, like trying to bring them those, because then they don't look at you like that. You gotta find people that actually have a passion, for what they're already doing. Because they're gonna be up to your standards.
Right.
And then you end up cycling through employees.
Literally, that explains.
People that come in late, people that don't want to work, people that are not trying to.
Yeah.
That's why I was just telling her with certain positions, people get like good employees and they decide not to treat them very well. And then you got to cycle through them people, and then you get another bad employee, which you already got a good one. So why don't you just go out your way to help this for
that too?
You know?
And I feel like it's a lot about trusting people too.
It is.
Because you truly don't know people. So
Right.
you have to trust them, and then we're dealing with food.
And this is your name, this is your brand.
Right,
You know, like,
yeah.
one bad thing, you know, like one bad customer, you know, service, you know, and I'm big on customer service. If I go in somewhere and I'm not greeted with like smiles or I say this all, I've been on FaceTime with her, like even in Targets where people treat me some type of way, like I didn't choose this job for you. Like you chose to come here all day long.
Right.
Like, but you're gonna give me attitude, you could just go up and beyond, you know, because it's not for you, it's for the target.
Yeah.
Like, so that one bad customer service, now I'm like, I ain't never coming back to this place.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, I've been with that on waitresses, waiters, everything like that. So you get them employees that just ruin the customer service, and that one person, especially if you get somebody older, they gonna tell everybody.
Oh yeah.
And they're gonna make sure, and then don't let them get on the internet and
For
Google.
sure, yeah.
Some people will type out them complaints, and next thing you know, you got people that don't want to come around no more.
That's true.
You know, so you gotta worry about that with employees. Just messing it up.
This is really good for solving problem.
Yeah, definitely a struggle with employees. You know, finding somebody that has that same
And
person.
he's right. He is the person that will, like we were on FaceTime once. He's in Target.
Yeah.
And he will literally like.
I'll tell you about yourself.
He and I've seen it, and I'm just like.
I'm the one I'd be waiting. Yo, you want to give me attitude? Please, I've been waiting for somebody to give me attitude so I can talk back. I was like, like if you're really, really nice to me, then I will be like real nice, cause like smiling and everything else is contagious.
Right,
you
for
know?
sure.
So like, if you're nice to me, I'm nice. But like the moment I sense like I came in here to start with y'all, like and you give me attitude, like now I'm like, oh, it's over now. Like, I got a smart mouth, like attitude. I'm gonna tell you.
Yeah.
And then I might follow you just to keep talking to you. I don't know. I get it bad sometimes. Where I just don't let it go.
Right. I get it. So I'm typically always smiling and treat all my customers nice.
No, I believe it.
You do go some places or some people just aren't people, people, however you say it. Yeah. So
I feel like I've always been in customer service job wise, and I feel like I'm a really good people person, but I don't like people.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I really don't. I mean, like if I, you can just tell when you meet someone, you know, and I am that person. Like, if I don't like you, it's all over my face.
Yeah.
Like, it's really hard to hide it. Like, I just don't like you.
Yeah.
And I don't like most people, but I'm nice because of the jobs I've had to have, and because of how I was raised. But I'm not like a people pleaser. Like, that's not. He's more personable than I am.
Yeah.
He's the outgoing one. He'll go talk to anybody and chop it up and be cool. Me, it takes a little bit. Like whether it's alcohol or whatever it takes a little bit for me to get to that point. Because I just don't like people.
And I be searching for help. When I be going into places, I need all the help.
Right.
Like, he's not like I'll find it myself.
Yeah,
like,
no.
He's like okay,
I'm
where
a
am I
people
going?
person. And that's sometimes hard being a people person because then I have people that want to come in, or not want to come in, but people will come in and just tell me about their life.
And they'll be sitting here for an hour.
I'm here 30 minutes, have something in the oven, or and I'm like trying to get away, but I really can't because even if I have something to do, I'll still engage in their conversation. So I'm like, no, like what happened, or you know what I mean? So I'm like leading them on to tell me, but
instead of being like, hey, I got something to do. I'll see you later.
It's really bad because now I've literally wasted 30 minutes, and that took away from 30 minutes of me doing something else. But it's like building a relationship with the customer, so it's like hard.
Every time they come in, like, I'm gonna tell her another story.
Yeah, literally. So
But I guess that's just again like that's how you're building your business. You know? 'Cause then they'll go tell someone and be like, oh well, I was at this bakery and you know she was so nice, and then
when people like you, they gonna talk.
For sure. Yeah.
But if they don't like you, they gonna
Don't talk.
Especially if they
Yeah.
like your food.
Yes.
I'm not a food connoisseur, but like what I was doing earlier this year with a friend of mine was going to different restaurants that I haven't tried before. But like I wanted to do like okay, let's like go do burgers one day. Like okay, the next day let's go do seafood, but like not like your chain restaurants, like somewhere that's like more local or like you know like a mom and pop shop or whatever. But I love that with bakeries too. Like there's a place in Erie, it's donut wise, but it's called Mighty Fine Donuts. They've been around for years, but like if you're from Erie and you know about it, that's the only place you go to get donuts. Even though you have like your the Krispy Kreme and your Dunkin' or whatever, like Mighty Fine is like the one place that you go, and it's hard to find. Even though I've been here for a while, like that one place that like I know I can get my sweets from.
Right.
That's not like a chain, like a milkshake factory or like
Right.
Dairy Queen
Yeah.
or whatever. But I'm happy because I swear this is the first bakery that I found that.
That's not what she wants.
Yeah, that's everything I want.
So where do you think like your most cost efficient goes to? What are you spending the most money on?
I feel like ingredients or employees.
Now, so ingredient wise, are you like buying in bulk, like a Sam's Club, Costco bulk?
Some stuff I buy bulk, and then some stuff I buy in like a Walmart because you can't find what you want in bulk. Like there's specific vendors for bakery items, but they carry like batters and doughs and
not what you want to use.
not
Gotcha.
yeah. Or they'll have like a delivery minimum. So you might have to meet a $600-$700 delivery minimum.
Yeah.
But I can only use 3 other products, and I still need to spend that money somewhere else.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's challenging. And especially with like the inflation that was happening the past couple months, like that's really hard.
Yeah.
Because grocery shopping is not cheap.
Oh my
Well, you
goodness.
just jumped in like almost right after COVID.
Yeah.
For real.
And alone, like the prices have like skyrocketed. So
That's crazy.
yeah.
Oh, everything is up. Everything is just up. They say, yeah, we'll take the gas down, but we'll creep that little chicken price up. And
Yeah. I think
season.
gas is back up. Eggs are almost $3 a dozen.
They know what they're doing, and then all of that comes from like even all the stuff from Walmart and all that other stuff from Target. It all comes from one place.
Yeah.
From one brand, and they're the ones that push some prices up.
Right.
Like even when everything happened, it didn't hurt them. That seemed like I don't know. In 2022, like the information is out there now. Like,
Right.
people are talking about it. They're just
Right.
And I see everything. And when that inflation happened,
Well, I think more people are talking about it because it's affecting more people than it was prior. Like we talk about this all the time in a couple episodes prior. Like entrepreneurship really became more consistent when COVID happened.
Mm-hmm.
So and now because that's the case, now there's more entrepreneurs that are out there like looking for information to help them or like just keeping up on stuff like that. And I mean, you have to be aware of that stuff, especially because if you have your own business, like you need to know what's going on. You need to know what to be prepared for, what to look for, different things like that.
I love it though. I love it. Every few days I'm running into somebody's opening something,
Yeah.
Like, granted, this girl that makes her own toothpaste.
Oh,
Like that's just. Well, I didn't say I ran into. I've seen on social media.
Yeah.
But it was dope. Like,
Yeah.
I was like, like everybody's starting up something. Like this generation is just like super crazy. when it
Yeah.
comes to
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
So where do you see yourself? Like, would you like to open more than one, or in Pittsburgh, or are you looking to maybe like expand elsewhere, like other states, or?
In Pittsburgh, I'm thinking maybe like a food truck. Then I,
But like a bakery truck?
There ain't nobody doing that. That would be crazy. Nobody's had a bakery. I see food truck. I ain't never seen like a.
Everyone loves sweets.
They got a little ice cream truck they go around. And
Yeah.
But
But like
cupcakes and cookies
Right.
and stuff like that.
yeah.
You could kill it that way. Yeah, that would
be
be good.
awesome.
And then I have, so I went to college in North Carolina. So all my friends are scattered, North Carolina, Atlanta, everywhere, Florida. So they're always like, you need a bigger city. You need a bigger city. So,
I mean,
Everybody's talking about Atlanta.
and if they have connection, I mean, the North Carolina, Charlotte, the Atlanta area is just, I feel like entrepreneurship is more accepted there. And there's a lot more opportunity.
Yeah, Pittsburgh is just like
There.
this. I don't know. It seemed like we were starting to like,
Encourage.
encourage and support, and we're starting to move that
But
way.
I feel like Pittsburgh is also a very like they stick to their chains and their mom and pops
yeah.
shops. So like it doesn't give you a lot of room to like expand to be very well known because everyone is just so used to what they're used to in a town like this.
Mm-hmm.
But again, like word of mouth, you said, has always helped you and stuff like that. But I always feel like even for our business and his career and stuff like that, I feel like a bigger city that is more accepting, you know what I mean, and that has other entrepreneurs that are trying to get the same thing and accomplish the same thing, like is where like we need to be.
Pittsburgh's on the rise, though. It definitely is.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh's definitely on the rise. I love Atlanta.
Yeah.
And I don't know, it's just something we've been talking about Atlanta for a while. Like anybody can be successful in Atlanta.
Yeah.
You got that grind method there. But Pittsburgh is definitely on the rise. I see a lot of entrepreneurs. We've been doing a lot of podcasts with people, especially black-owned businesses that are just, like grinding it out right now. It's gonna be winter time.
Yeah, imagine if we moved to Atlanta, the amount of like the amount of podcast episodes we probably have.
Yeah.
There's just so many like out there, and there's so many here too. We just haven't come across. Like we have another episode planned for November. I reached out to another business yesterday and like waiting for them to respond back. So like
What are you talking about?
the place by the south side, that store. I reached out yesterday.
Oh, you did? Oh, yeah, that would be really good.
Just waiting to hear back.
Could we get to link up with a bunch of people with these podcasts and just kind of like exchange value and, like every podcast we've done has been like with somebody brand, like with different types of business. Like we've never done a bakery.
Yeah, and that's just really cool because I love knowledge. Like I love to read. I love to learn new things, and it's so cool to because I never like grew up like, oh, I want to do this, I want to do that type of thing. And when Swavey came into the picture, like that drove me and like it gave me like a purpose, like of what I'm really good at, like administrative, like stuff. Like organizing, like little things like that. So like I enjoy stuff like that. But like there are some people that like, oh, I know I want to do this. I want to I want to do that. And like I just think it's so cool that to be able to talk and share experiences with people that had something they wanted to do when they were a kid, and like now they're doing it. Because for them it's like coming full circle. Like,
Right.
You love baking as a kid, and like now you have your own bakery.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like that has to make you feel super proud too. Like look where you were and like look where you are now, and and then 5 years from now, who knows where
You know what?
will be.
The best thing about having this location is because there's so much more that you can, like whether you have it moving from your house and you have it here, there's so much more stuff that you can do. Like with baking, obviously they have a lot of money, but you can also do all types of baking events here.
Right.
And that's where the money. That's where you start bringing all the people.
Her and James should do something.
Yeah, like doing collaborations and stuff like that. That's where like the biggest, where I seen the biggest network and the foot traffic come through is from like those collaborations, sending events, just having a space. That's what I really want the space for.
Yeah, I think that's something that we should probably focus more on, but it's hard. Like it's just two of us and this
But she did
clothing.
it. She gonna
Yeah.
kill it. She said, "I'm gonna sing your 10 bands up, and that's
Yeah.
it."
Yeah.
Jump right in. And that's why I met a couple people that just jump right in, and I think that's the best part because I feel like I want to just jump in and then struggle with everything
Right.
on the way, and kind of like how you're doing it right now.
You have to. I feel like if I would have waited, I would have never been here. Because you never have enough of anything. Like,
Well,
you never have enough. You're never ready. It's never going to be perfect.
Right, you just told me about it. I was like, but she opened her spot. I know she had an Instagram and she was getting it, but I was
Yeah.
like, she really opened up a spot. I was like, I was hyped. I was like, yo, hit her up. He was like, please set up the podcast for me.
Yeah.
I was excited.
Well, that's great. I mean, obviously the cupcakes are. I can't wait to try the funfetti ones. I'm just looking at the cookie dough on top. But I mean, it's cookie dough. Oh, you didn't get a funfetti.
Why ain't get it?
You didn't ask for one.
I didn't know I had cookie dough on it. That's all right. I'll take one of
There is one left over there, I
I'll take
guess.
one to he ain't gonna get that one.
That'll be for you. But that's so cool that you have this bakery and that you're doing what you love, and it's just a matter of time to, where you want to go next. If you do that food truck, let me know, because that I think is so cool. I don't think I've ever seen a sweets food truck like that before. And then you could also just bring that to other, events.
Right,
Like
yeah.
in the summer they have a soul food festival, and they have different things downtown. That would be really good to just sit there and eat. Wow, I'm jealous.
So is there anything you would say, for our listeners watching it, because we always have
Any advice or
for instance, anybody else is trying to start a bakery and open up their own spot and is going through those same struggles.
I'd say follow your heart, and make sure you're passionate about whatever it is, because you have very long days, and you only make what comes in, or however you have it set up. If it's cakes, so you may have a slow day where you may not make any money for the day, but you have to have enough love to keep going, even if you're not seeing a fast turnaround
And
time.
just that belief in yourself that one day isn't going to change how I feel about what I'm passionate
Because you go on quit a lot.
Oh yeah.
I give up.
A lot of crying nights, and just not knowing that I make the right choice. Yeah.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I think you made the right choice, because these are amazing. So if you don't come check her out, we will put all of her handles below in the video, and the description will put her social media, the address of where you can find her, the hours. She does custom cakes, so birthdays,
Puddings.
whatever, cheesecakes, the pudding, the cupcakes, cookies. I mean, I already have orders in my head that I want to place. I just gotta wait till the time comes. But that concludes episode 26 of our Swavey podcast. Thank you so much for joining us. I really appreciate it. And thank you so much for what I'm gonna eat the next couple of days. These cupcakes and the pudding over there. Yeah, I'll be back for sure. Yeah, now that I know you do the banana pudding and stuff like that. My mom loves banana pudding, the cheesecake, and I'm gonna have to bring some stuff back for her for sure, because she'll love that. But again, that concludes episode 26 of our podcast. We'll be back with episode 29 episode 27 coming here soon. Again, we did just drop our breast cancer awareness hoodies. 30% is going to the American Breast Cancer Foundation. If you still want to order a hoodie, tomorrow is the very last day, so get those orders in. But by the time this drops, it'll be past October, so just forget I said that. Again, my name is Marlena.
Rob Jeezz.
And this is Shamara. Thank you guys so much, and stay tuned.